Yeah.
More than anybody else.
Also, this tremendous female following. That's unbelievable. It's but it never seems to stop. I was in Sydney a few weeks back, and I drove up the street, and I think those studios are right across from the railway station there, aren't they, where you were recording? Yeah. And we were going up a hill, and there was this mob of women outside, sitting on the street, eating, knitting, do whatever they were doing, I don't know. And I said, what the hell are they doing out there? And they said, Duran Duran. They're recording. And is this happen to you everywhere?
Actually, I think it's our bodyguard they're all after.
Oh, yeah, it could be, yes, yes. Does this happen continuously? I mean, even when you're not performing?
Well, not really when we're not working. I mean, the thing is that people were visiting us, just coming to have a chat and things down at the studio, because we were recording in Sydney for a couple of months, so people got to know where we were and things, but they were all very friendly.
Yeah.
Tell me about the beginning of the group now. I mean, I don't want to ask you these sort of trite questions, but I mean, for everybody's information, did it start with you fellas all being friendly, or who organized it?
Well, initially, John and myself were sort of pals since we were at school, and when he left art college and I left school, we decided we wanted to form this band, and it was all very avant-garde at that time. It was sort of clarinets and two bass players and a rhythm unit.
Oh my God.
Avant-garde's the word, actually. But it grew from there into something, when we learned how to play, that is. We added extra members. Roger was the next to join in Birmingham, England, where we started. And then, believe it or not, we found Simon through a barmaid that we knew.
You found Simon through a barmaid? Tell me about this. I want to hear about this.
Well, there's a girl, an ex-girlfriend of mine was working in the Rum Runner, which is the club where the band had actually formed and were rehearsing. And she told me that there was a band who were looking for a singer. So I was at a drama school party one night, sort of a bit drinking this water stuff.
Yeah.
And I picked up the phone, phoned up, and thought, right, I'll give this one a bash. Went along the next day, met the guys, and we wrote our first song in half an hour.
Wow.
It's called The Sound of Thunder. And it's on the first LP.
Okay, so we'll talk about the LPs. Fortunately for us, you've brought in a clip from your brand new video, which this would hardly have been seen yet, would it?
Well, a few people have seen it, but it's pretty fresh.
Union of the Snakes?
That's right.
Is this the single, Union of the Snakes? What's the album called?
The album's called Seven and the Ragged Tiger.
I won't even ask for an explanation of that. I don't think I really want to know. Anyway, let's have a look at this, Union of the Snakes. This is the video, the latest video. I just talked about that to them. You're telling me the same thing. That's the new one. They all come running up to me and say, ask him where it shot, ask him where it shot. You shot that where? In Australia?
We did, yes. We shot it in and around Sydney, in a studio and in a place called Cronulla. Big sand dunes.
Cronulla, yes. It's where they can't pay for their football teams. We don't even go into that.
Right? It was terrible, actually. We were trying to find this totally deserted desert landscape. We thought we found a marvellous place, Cronulla. And we went there, 9 o'clock in the morning, Sunday. There were motorbikes screaming everywhere.
Oh, right, yes.
It took us half an hour to find a square inch of sand that hadn't got great big tracks all the way through it.
That's a very busy area over there, Cronulla. Okay, I'm supposed to read these dates like I really know them by heart. Would you like to read them? Oh, you want me to tell them where you're going to be?
Well, we'll do it alternately.
Yeah, okay, good. November the 16th at the Sydney Entertainment Centre, you'll be able to see Duran Duran.
And on November the 22nd and 23rd, we'll be playing here at the Melbourne Sports and Entertainment Centre. And there's a few seats left, actually, for the second night, if you'd like to come along and see us. And November the 24th at Adelaide's Memorial Drive. You'll be able to see the boys there. I must tell you something. In past experiences with some rock groups, you're always fearful when you're going to talk to them, because sometimes they are so far out, they are non-conversant. Yes, that's right. And they also look at you like, what do you know? You're 50. You know, they do that. But I thank you for coming in and for being so nice and for talking and for being so patient. All the best of luck to you, boys. I don't think you're going to need it, but I thank you for coming in. It's an absolute pleasure meeting you, and I mean that sincerely. Nick, okay? Take care. Simon, how about a hand? Go in there. I think they like us.
They're coming back. It'll be all right. Don't you worry about it. All right. You all right?